Shalom. Give all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great wisdom, telling of truth and sincerity, citations to the hopeful that is spread to the forgiveness of the earth. This is going to be another data reading Joshua 2, verses 1 through 24. 7 reads, Rehab shelter spies. And Joshua the son of Nun sent out of Shittim 2 men to spy secretly, saying, Go view the land, even Jericho. And they went and came into a harlot's house named Rehab and lodged there. And it was told the king of Jericho, saying, Behold, there came man and hither tonight out of the children of Israel to search out the country. And the king of Jericho sent out unto Rehab, saying, Bring forth the men that are come to thee, which are entered into thine house, for they be come to search out all the country. Another word for country is land. And the woman took the 2 men and hid them, and said thus, There came men unto me, but I wist not whence they were. So she didn't know where these spies, that Joshua sent out came from. And it came to pass about the time of shutting of the gate, when it was dark, that the man went out, whether the man went out would not pursue after them quickly, for ye should overtake them. Right? But she had brought them up to the roof and hid them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid in order upon the roof. Okay, so she basically told them that they left. They're out of this city, right? I mean, you can probably catch them time. Meanwhile, they're being hid on her rooftop. And the man pursued after them the way to Jordan unto the fords. And as soon as they which pursued after them were going out, they shut the gate. And before they were laid down, she came up unto them upon the roof, and she said unto the men, I know that the Lord Yahweh hath given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. For we have heard how the Lord Yahweh dropped up the water of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt. So she knows that these are the Israelites, okay? And what ye did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Shion and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. And as soon as we had heard these things, our heart did melt. Neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For the Lord Yahweh, your power, he is the most high in heaven above and earth beneath. Now therefore I pray you, swear unto me by the Yahweh, since I have shown you kindness, that you will also show kindness unto my father's house, and give me a true token, and that you will save alive my father and my mother and my brother and my sisters and all that they have, and deliver our lives from death. And the man answered her, Our life for yours, if ye utter not this our business. And it should be, when Yahweh has given us the land, that we would deal kindly and truly with thee. Okay. The promise to Rehab. Then she let them down by cord through the window, for her house was upon the town wall, and she dwelt upon the wall. And she said unto them, Get you to the mountain, lest the pursuers meet you, and hide yourselves there 3 days, until the pursuers be returned, and afterwards may ye go your way. And the man said unto her, We will be blameless of this thine oath which thou hast made us swear. Behold, when we come into the land, thou shalt bind this line of a scarlet thread in the window which thou didst let us down by, and thou shalt bring thy father and thy mother and thy brethren and all thy father's household home unto thee. And it shall be that whosoever should go out of the doors of thy house into the street, his blood should be upon his head, and we will be guiltless. And whosoever should be with thee in the house, his blood should be on our head, if any hand be upon him. And if thou utter this our business, then we will be quit of thine oath which thou hast made us to swear. And she said, according to your words, so be it. And she sent them away, and they departed, and she bound the scarlet line in the window. And they went and came unto the mountain, and abode there 3 days. And to the pursuers were returned, and the pursuers sought them throughout all the way, but found them not. So the two men returned, descended from the mountains, and passed over, and came to Joshua the son of Nun, and told him all things that befall them. And they said unto Joshua, truly Yahweh hath delivered into our hands all the land, for even all the inhabitants of the country do faint because of us. Meaning they're terrified, okay? Israel crosses the Jordan. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and they were moved from Shittim and came to Jordan, he and all the children of Israel, and lodged there before they passed over. And it came to pass after 3 days that the officers went through the host, and they commanded the people, saying, when ye see the ark of the covenant of Yahweh your power, and the priests, the Levites, bearing it, then you shall remove from your place and go after it. Yet there should be a space between you and it, about 2,000 cubits by measure. Come not near unto it, that ye may know the way by which ye must go, for ye have not passed this way heretofore. And Joshua said unto the people, sanctify yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord Yahweh will do wonders among you. And Joshua spake unto the priests, saying, take up the ark of the covenant, and pass over before the people. And they took up the ark of the covenant, and went before the people. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Joshua, this day will I begin to magnify thee in the sight of all Israel, that they may know that as I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. And thou shalt command the priests that bear the ark of the covenant, saying, when ye are come to the brink of the water or Jordan, ye shall stand still in Jordan. And Joshua said unto the children of Israel, come hither, and hear the words of Yahweh your power. And Joshua said, hereby ye shall know that the living power is among you, and that he will without fail drive out from before you the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Hivites, and the Perizzites, and the Girgashites, and the Ammonites, and the Jebusites. Behold, the ark of the covenant of the Lord of all the earth passes over before you into Jordan. Now therefore take you 12 men out of the tribes of Israel, out of every tribe a man. And they shall come to pass as soon as the soles of the feet of the priests that bear the ark of Yahweh the Lord of all the earth shall rest in the waters of Jordan, that the waters of Jordan should be cut off from the waters that come down from above, and they shall stand upon a heap. And it came to pass when the people were moved from their tents to pass over Jordan, and the priests bearing the ark of the covenant before the people, and as they that bear the ark were come unto Jordan, the feet of the priests that bear the ark were dipped in the brim of the water, for Jordan overfloweth all his banks all the time of harvest. That the waters which came down from above stood and rose up upon an heap very far from the city, Adam, that is beside Zartan, and those that came down towards the sea of the plain, even the salt sea, fell and were cut off, and the people passed over right against Jericho. And the priests that bear the ark of the covenant of Yahweh stood firm on dry ground in the midst of Jordan, and all the Israelites passed over on dry ground until all the people were passed clean over Jordan. Memorial stones from Jordan. And it came to pass when all the people were clean passed over Jordan, that Yahweh spake unto Joshua, saying, Take ye 12 men out of the people, out of every tribe a man, and command ye them, saying, Take you hence out of the midst of Jordan, out of the place where the priest's feet stood firm, 12 stones, and ye shall carry them over with you, and leave them in the lodging place where ye shall lodge this night. Then Joshua called the 12 men whom he had prepared of the children of Israel out of every tribe a man, and Joshua said unto them, Pass over before the ark of the Lord your power into the midst of Jordan, and take ye up every man of you a stone upon his shoulder, according unto the number of tribes of the children of Israel, that this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What mean ye by these stones? Then ye shall answer them, that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of Yahweh. When it passed over Jordan, the waters of Jordan were cut off. Right. And these stones should be for a memorial unto the children of Israel forever. Right, so those stones represent memorial of the Lord, okay, cutting off the waters of Jordan to allow the Ark of the Covenant and the priests and the Israelites to pass through. And the children of Israel did so as Joshua commanded, and took up 12 stones out of the midst of Jordan, as the Lord spake unto Joshua, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, and carried them over with them unto the place where they lodged, and laid them down there. And Joshua set up 12 stones in the midst of Jordan, in the place where the feet of the priests which bear the ark of the covenant stood, and they are there unto this day. For the priests which bear the ark stood in the midst of Jordan, until everything was finished that the Lord commanded Joshua to speak to the people. According to all that Moses commanded Joshua, the people hasted and passed over. And it came to pass, when all the people were clean passed over, that the ark of the Lord passed over in the priest in the presence of the people. So, as I mentioned, this is the Israelites, and the priests that are bearing the ark of the covenant of the Lord passing over Jordan. And the children of Reuben and the children of Gad and half the tribe of Manasseh passed over armed before the children of Israel, as Moses spake unto them. Because these was our warriors, our soldiers, our mighty men, Reuben, Gad, okay, and Manasseh, which is they are our, so um, they led, they were the leaders, right? They led from the front, while the rest of the Israelites per se, followed them from the back. About 40,000 prepared for war passed over before Yahweh unto battle to the plains of Jericho. On that day, Yahweh magnified Joshua in the sight of all Israel, and they feared him as they feared Moses all the days of his life. And Yahweh spake unto Joshua, saying, command the priests that bear the ark of the testimony that they can't come up out of Jordan. All right. Joshua therefore commanded the priests, saying, come ye out of Jordan. And it came to pass, when the priests that bear the ark of the covenant of the Yahweh were come out of the midst of Jordan, and the soles of the priests' feet were lifted up unto the dry land, that the water of Jordan returned unto their place and flowed over all his banks, as they did before. And the people came up out of Jordan on the 10th day of the first month, and encamped in Gilgal, in the east border of Jericho. And those 12 stones which they took out of Jordan did Joshua pitch in Gilgal. And he spake unto the children of Israel, saying, when your children should ask their father in time to come, saying, what means these stones, that ye shall let your children know, saying, Israel came over this Jordan on dry land. For the Lord Yahweh your power dried up the waters of Jordan from before you until you were passed over, as the Lord Yahweh your power did to the Red Sea, which he dried up from before us until we were gone over, that all the people of the earth might know the hand of Yahweh that is mighty, that ye might fear Yahweh your power forever. Israel is circumcised. And it came to pass, when all the kings of the Amorites which were on the side of Jordan westward, and all the kings of the Canaanites which were by the sea, heard that the Lord Yahweh had dried up the waters of Jordan from before the children of Israel until we were passed over, that their heart melted, neither was there spirit in them any more because of the children of Israel. At that time, the Lord Yahweh said unto Joshua, make thee sharp knives and circumcise again the children of Israel the second time. And Joshua made him sharp knives and circumcised the children of Israel at the hill of the foreskins, which is referring to the sons, right? The sons of Israel, not it's referring to the sons. I think, and this is he calls why Joshua did circumcise all the people that came out of Egypt that were males, even all the men of war, died in the wilderness by the way after they came out of Egypt. Now, all the people that came out were circumcised, but all the people that were born in the wilderness by the way and they came forth out of Egypt, them they had not circumcised. For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, till all the people that were men of war, which came out of Egypt, were circumcised, was consumed. because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord Yahweh, unto whom to Yahweh swore that he would not show them the land, which Yahweh swore unto their fathers that he would give us, a land that flows with milk and honey. And their children, whom he raised up in their stead, them Joshua circumcised, for they were uncircumcised because they had not circumcised them by the way. And it came to pass, when they had done circumcising all the people, that they abode in their places in the camp till they were whole, meaning to wait till they were healed. Okay. And the Lord said unto Joshua, this day have I rolled away the reproach of Egypt from off of you, meaning what? Their slavery. Okay. The shame of the Israelites being in captivity. Wherefore the name of the place is called Gilgal unto this day. And the children of Israel encamped in Gilgal, and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month at even in the plains of Jericho. And they did eat of the old corn of the land on the morrow after the Passover, 11 cakes and parched corn in the selfsame day. And the manna ceased on the morrow after they had eaten of the old corn of the land. Neither had the children of Israel manna anymore. But they did eat of the fruit of the land of Canaan that year. And it came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, art thou for us or for our adversaries? And he said, nay, but as captain of the host of the Lord am I come, and I'm not come. So these are basically archangels, okay? Angels of the Lord, okay? And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship, and said unto him, what says my Lord unto his servant? And the captain of the Lord's host said unto Joshua, loose thy shoe from all thy foot, for the place wherein thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. The conquest of Jericho. Now Jericho was straitly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out, and none came in. And the Lord said unto Joshua, see, I have given into thy hand Jericho, and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war, go around about the city once. Thus shall thou do 6 days. So they're basically going to besiege the city of Jericho. And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of rams' horns. In the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow with the trumpets. And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout. And the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall send up every man straight before him. And Joshua the son of Nun called the priests and said unto them, take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Lord. And he said unto the people, pass on and compass the city, and let him that is armed pass on before the ark of the Lord. And it came to pass, when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 trumpets of ram's horns, passed on before the Lord, and blew with the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. And the armed man went before the priests that blew with the trumpets, and the reward came after the ark, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, Ye shall not shout, nor make any noise with your voice, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth until the day I bid you shout. Then shall you shout. So the ark of Yahweh compassed the city, going about it once. And they came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord, and 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets and ram horns for the ark of Yahweh went on continually and blew with the trumpets, and the armed men went before them. But the reward came after the ark of Yahweh, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. In the second day, they compassed the city once and returned to the camp. So did they. So they did 6 days. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early about the dawning of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. Only on that day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at the seventh time, when the priests blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for Yahweh hath given you the city. And the city shall be a curse, even it and all that are therein. To Yahweh only Rehab the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the houses, because she hid the messengers that we sent. And ye in any wise keep yourselves from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourselves accursed when ye take of the accursed thing, and make the camp of the Israel a curse and trouble it. But all the silver and gold and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto the Lord Yahweh. They should come into the treasure of the Lord Yahweh. So the people shouted when the priests blew with the trumpets. And it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him. They took the city. Okay. So the mighty man charged the city, and they took Jericho. Okay. And they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both men and women, young and old, and ox, and sheep, and ass, with the edge of the sword. But Joshua had said unto the 2 men that had spied out the country, Go to the harlot's house, which is Rehab, and bring out thence the woman and all that she had, as he swore unto her. And the young men that were spies went in and brought out Rahab's like you, and her father, and her mother, and her brethren, and all that she had, and they brought out all her kindred, and left them without the camp of Israel. And they burnt the city with fire, and all that was therein, only the silver and the gold and the vessels of brass and of iron they put into the treasure of the house of Yahweh. And Joshua saved Rahab the harlot alive, her father's household, and all that she had, and she dwelt in Israel even unto this day, because she hid the messengers which Joshua sent to spy out Jericho. And Joshua adjourned them at that time, saying, Cursed be the man before Yahweh that rises up and buildeth this city Jericho. He shall lay the foundation thereof, and his firstborn and his youngest son shall he set up the gates of it. So the Yahweh was with Joshua, and his fame was noised throughout all the country. Uh, Israel is defeated at Ai. But the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing. For Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabidah, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took of the accursed thing, and the anger of the Lord Yahweh was kindled against the children of Israel. So in the previous chapters, Lord said, don't take on the things that are cursed, or it will destroy you. Okay, but whatever they took, he's about to destroy them. He's about to ultimately, he's about to destroy them. He's about to destroy the Israelites. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is beside Bet Haven on the east side of Bethel, and spake unto them, saying, Go up and view the country. And the man went up and viewed Ai, which Avon. Okay, Ai, and they returned to Joshua and said unto him, Let not all the people go up, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite at Ai, and make not all the people to labor thither, for they are but few. So there went up thither of the people about 3,000 men, and they fled before the men of Ai. So they were defeated. Okay, the Israelites were defeated by Ai. And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men, for they chased them from before the gate even unto Shebram, and smote them in the going down, wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water. And Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of Yahweh until the eventide, unto evening, he and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads. And Joshua said, Alas, O Lord, how wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us into the land of the Amorites, to destroy us? Would to the Most High we had been content and dwelt on the other side of Jordan? O Lord, what shall I say when Israel turneth their backs before their enemies? For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of it, and shall ever on us round, and cut off our name from the earth. And what wilt thou do unto thy great name? And the Lord Yahweh said unto Joshua, Get thee up, wherefore lies thou thus upon thy face? Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen and dissembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff. Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but turned their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you anymore, except ye destroy the accursed from among you. Up, sanctify the people, and say, Sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, Most High Israel, there is an accursed thing in the midst of thee, O Israel. Thou canst not stand before thy enemies until ye take away the accursed thing from among you. In the morning, therefore, ye shall be brought according to your tribes, and it shall be that the tribe which Yahweh taketh shall come according to the families thereof, and the family which Yahweh should take should come by households, and the household which the Yahweh should take should come man by man. And it should be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire, he and all that he has, because he has transgressed the covenant of Yahweh, because he had wrought folly in Israel. The sin of Achan. So Joshua rose up early in the morning and brought Israel by their tribes, and the tribe of Judah was taken. And he brought the family of Judah, and he took the family of the Zerites, and he brought the family of the Zerites man by man, and Zebediah was taken. And he brought his household man by man, and Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zebediah, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, was taken. And Joshua said unto Achan, my son, give, I praise thee, glory to the Lord Yahweh, the Most High Israel, and make confession unto him, and tell me now what thou hast done, hide it not from me. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, the Most High of Israel, and thus have I done. When I saw among the spoil a goodly Babylonian garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight. Then I coveted them and took them, and behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. So Joshua sent messengers, and they ran unto the tent, and behold, it was hid in his tent, and the silver under it. And they took them out of the midst of the tent, and brought them unto Joshua and unto all the children of Israel, and laid them out before Yahweh. And Joshua and all the Israel with him took Achan the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedges of gold, and his sons, and his daughters, and his oxen, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had, and they brought them unto the valley of Achor. And Joshua said, why have thou troubled us? Yahweh should trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned him with stones, and burned them with fire after they had stoned them with stones. And they raised over him a great heap of stones unto this day. So Yahweh turned from the fierceness of his anger, and for the name of that place was called the Valley of Achor unto this day. All right, so the Lord was no longer angry with the Israelites when, the Israelites destroyed that parasite, which who was Achor, okay, for transgressing, or Arkan for transgressing, for coveting, right? The Lord he hate covetousness, okay. And I'm probably gonna close it here. I'm gonna close here by giving all God praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, Shabbat, Shalom, and that's how I'm saying Shalom.